या नहीं, आई थिंक कंप्यूटर थोड़ा स्लो लग ही रहा है। नहीं, आई थिंक एनीवेज, आई थिंक थोड़ा स्टक हो ही रहा है। ऑन किया फिर भी। आई थिंक व्हाट विल डू, हम लोग ये शायद ज्योग्राफी हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में कवर करेंगे। आई विल फिगर आउट। हम लोग आई थिंक हम तीर्थंकर चरित्र की तरफ आगे बढ़ते हैं। हम ज्योग्राफी का हम वी कैन कम बैक इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास, क्योंकि अभी भी आई थिंक इट्स गेटिंग स्टक। ओके। तो हम तीर्थंकर चरित्र की तरफ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। तो हम वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट धर्मनाथ भगवान का जीवन चरित्र। और धर्मनाथ भगवान के जीवन चरित्र में हमने धर्मनाथ भगवान के जीवन चरित्र, अ, वो 15th तीर्थंकर है। और 15 तीर्थंकर के जीवन चरित्र, धर्मनाथ भगवान के जीवन के बाद दो चक्रवर्ती का जन्म हुआ था। एक माघव माघव चक्रवर्ती, उसका हमने जीवन चरित्र देखा। और उसके बाद हम सनत कुमार, जो 4th चक्रवर्ती है, उसका हम जीवन चरित्र हम देख रहे थे। तो जस्ट टू ब्रीफली रिवाइज, सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती, वो उसका हमने प्रीवियस भव देखा था। और हमने देखा था कि सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती, उसके पिता अश्वसेन राजा थे। और सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती वो अपने फ्रेंड महेंद्र सिन्हा के साथ वो उद्यान में वो खेलने गए थे। और वहाँ पे कि कोई कोई और प्रदेश के राजा ने उन्होंने अश्व, घोड़े का उनको उनको भेंट दिया था। और वो घोड़े पे आरूढ़ होते हैं। और वो घोड़ा जंगल जंगल की तरफ वो भाग जाता है। और वो सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती उसको कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाते हैं। और वो जंगल की तरफ वो खो जाते हैं। तो उसके शोध में ना उनके जो फ्रेंड है महेंद्र सिन्हा, वो सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती के पीछे उनको ढूंढने के लिए जाते हैं। और यहाँ पे 1 साल का समय हो गया है। महेंद्र सिन्हा वो सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती को जंगल में ढूंढ रहे हैं। और यहाँ पे उनका 1 साल का यहाँ पे समय हो गया है। और 1 साल के समय के बाद ये महेंद्र सिन्हा, सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती से उनका भेंट होता है। और आश्चर्य से महेंद्र सिन्हा को पता चलता है कि जो सनत कुमार जो चक्रवर्ती है, वहाँ पे वो जंगल में वो काफी अच्छी पोजीशन में है। उस वो उनका 100 लड़कियों के साथ उनका विवाह हो गया है। और वो काफी खुश है। तो यहाँ पे महेंद्र सिन्हा, उनका जो दोस्त है सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती से, वो पूछता है कि क्या हुआ। तो यहाँ पे सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती की जो वाइफ है, वो महेंद्र सिन्हा को वो बताती है कि वो क्या हुआ, 1 साल के में क्या हुआ। उसका यहाँ पे हम स्टोरी हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। ऑन दैट डे, अभी उनकी वाइफ बताती है, जो सनत कुमार चक्रवर्ती की, वो महेंद्र सिन्हा को वो अभी बता रही है। On that day, your friend was carried away by the horse. As you looked on, he was made to enter a great forest. The next day, as the horse went along, it stopped in the middle of the day, suffering from hunger and thirst. He got down from horse. He let loose the horse. He wandered here and there in search of water because of the thirst, but could not find in the forest, which was like desert. Because of the fatigue, he fell down and fainted. Then, from the power of his merit, a forest yaksh sprinkled his body with the cool water. When he had become conscious, he got up, drank the water he gave him slowly. Who are you, and where is this water coming from? The Yaksh king said, I am Yaksh, and this water is from Lake Manas. Then Sanat Kumar said, this intense heat is burning in my body and will not stop without the bath in the Lake Manasa. Yaksh took him to the Lake Manasa, and he bathed in the cold, pure water. Another Yaksh, uh, Astiksha, enemy from a former birth, came there to slaughter Sanat Kumar. Yaksh uprooted a tree and threw at the Sanat Kumar as easily as a stick. Your friend knocked away the falling tree with his hands and made it fall. Then the Yaksh made the earth dark with thick dust, as if the end of the world had taken place. He created Rakshas with his Vaikriya Labdhis, grey as smoke with terrifying forms, red haired with red eyes like mountains with fires, with snakes in cavities, with sharp mouth with large fangs like saws that ran to kill Sanat Kumar. When Sanat Kumar saw them coming, he was not at all terrified. The Rakshas bound the bold Sanat Kumar with magic nooses. Sanat Kumar tore them apart as easily with a blow of his hands. The Yaksh struck him with the blow of his hands, and Sanat Kumar struck him with his fist, the essence of thunderbolt. Yaksh struck Sanat Kumar with the very heavy hammer bound with the iron like a vajra, like a cloud striking mountain with a lightning. Sanat Kumar struck Yaksh, who was increasing in size, with a sandal tree, which he had pulled up, and Yaksh fell on the ground completely exhausted. The Yaksh, very angry, lifted a mountain as easily as a large rock and threw it on the top of Sanat Kumar. Sanat Kumar became unconscious at once from the blow. His eyes closed. When he became conscious again, Sanat Kumar scattered the mountain like a great wind scattering a cloud and began to fight vigorously with his arms. Sanat Kumar hit him with the staff of his arms, like Yam with a rod, and broke him into little pieces. But he did not die as he was a Dev. Then Yaksh fled away with a speed like a wind, howling disagreeably like a pig about to die. Devis and Vidyadhar's woman, who had been there watching the spectacle of fight, rained flowers on your friend. In the afternoon, Sanat Kumar left the lake Manas and went short distance. He saw a beautiful woman who had come there. Your friend was regarded by them as someone who had come for Swayamvar. Sanat Kumar approached them and said in a sweet nectar voice, "Of which noble man are you the daughters of, ornaments of the family, and why do you adorn this forest?" They replied, "We are the eighth daughter of Vidyadhar King Bhanu. Our father city is not that far from here. You come and adorn the city." So answered by them politely, your friend went to their city as if to perform evening rites. Bhanu rose to greet him and said, "By good fortune, our house is pure, since you are a heap of merit have come here. By your presence alone, you are known to be well born and powerful. Since you are a suitable husband for my daughters, I ask you to marry them, for a jewel is joined joined by a gold." Urged by him, your friend married them with the proper rites at a proper time. When the marriage string tied, he went to sleep in the pleasure house. As he was sleeping, Yaksh, the enemy Yaksh, Astika, lifted him up and threw him down somewhere else. At the end of his sleep, your friend, seeing himself with a marriage string on the ground, alone in the forest, thought what just happened. Wandering again in the forest, alone as before, he saw a 7-story lofty house. In this again, is this again some magic display? With this reflection, Sanat Kumar went to the palace. He heard there is a young woman. He heard there was a young woman crying in the pitiful voice. Your friend saw the girl whose eyes were full of tears, miserable, her body fair with beauty and grace, saying again and again, "O Sanat Kumar, belonging to Kuru race, uh, may you and no one else be my husband, another at least on the another birth." Doubtful at the thought, who is she to me? From hearing his own name, he went before her and said, "Fair lady, who is Sanat Kumar and who are you? Why have you come here? What is your trouble because which you are crying?" So addressed by him, the girl said, "I am the daughter Sunanda, by the name of King Surastral, Lord of Saketpur and Queen Chandrayas. Sanat Kumar, by whose beauty Indra is humiliated, is the son of King Aswasena, the son of the sky of the Kuru race. He, long-armed, is my husband merely in my wish. I was given to him by my parents with a ritual of pouring water into the hand. Then a Vidyadhar boy, brought me here and created this home by his Vidya and left me here in this way, in this place. The Vidyadhar boy then went away. I do not know what will happen to me. Then Sanat Kumar said, do not fear. I myself am Sanat Kumar. She replied, after a long time like a dream, you have appeared thanks to Bhagwan. While they were talking in this way, the Vidyadhar boy by the name of Vajrasena, by the name of Vajravega, son of Asani Vega, came there, red eyes from anger. The Vidyadhar boy lifted Sanat Kumar high up in the sky. Sanat Kumar angry, killed the evil Vajravega with his fist with a strand of Vajra. Uninjured, Sanat Kumar approached her, bringing joy to the blue lotus eyes like the moon, and wisely married her at once. At once, Vajravega's sister came there, named Sandhyavali, and she was angry at her brother's death. Recalling the saying of astrologers, your brother's slayer will be your husband, she became calm at once. Sunanda, joyful, gave her consent to your friend, and he married the woman with a Gandharva marriage. Just then, two Vidyadhars came there, brought a chariot and armor to Sanat Kumar and said, Asani Vega, the lord of Vidyadhars, Vajravega's father, has learned that he has been killed by you, like a snake by a Garud. He, concealing the sky by his army of Vidyadhars, possessing the strength of elephants, have come to fight you with anger. We are your brothers-in-law, and we have come to help you, sent by our fathers Chandravega and Bhanu Vega. Get in this chariot, take the armor, and subdue the enemy's army. Both my fathers Chandravega and Bhanu Vega will come here to help you. Just then, Chandravega and Bhanuvega came there with the great armies, like the eastern and the western oceans of the great rivers. Then a noise arose from the throngs of Ashani Vega's soldiers as he advanced, like that from Pushkaravard clouds in the sky. Just then, Chandravega gave Sanat Kumar a vidya called Pragnapatika. Sanat Kumar armed himself and got into the chariot, eager for a battle. Chandravega, Bhanuvega, and other Vidyadhars, Rahu to the moon, and their enemy's glory surrounded him with their soldiers. Crying, capture, capture, kill, kill, Asani Vega's soldiers advanced with a great speed. On both the sides, soldiers devoid of weakness fought hard, flying up and striking angrily. Then nothing else was heard except the sound of their battle cries. Nothing else was seen except their bleeding weapons. The soldiers retracted and advanced. They gave and received blows repeatedly. After they had fought for a long time, the soldiers of both the sides were exhausted. Asani Vega appeared with his chariot swift as a wind and strung his bow. Aryaputra Sanat Kumar strung his bow as well. Then the battle between the two very powerful men took place, arrow against arrow, causing the multitude of sun's rays to disappear. After Sanat Kumar and the king of Vidyadhars, intent on killing each other, had fought with missiles, clubs, etc., without reaching a victory, they fought with cruel divine missiles, serpent missiles, Garud missiles, fire and water missiles. The Vidyadhar king discharged an arrow after twangling his bow, and Aryaputra Sanat Kumar cut his bowstring with an arrow. Aswasena's son Sanat Kumar cut off the arm like half the glory of Asani Vega as he ran forward. After drawing his sword like an elephant with one tusk broken, even though one arm was cut off, he ran because of excessive anger. As he ran forward to strike, biting his lower lip with his teeth, my husband cut off his head with the chakra delivered to him by the Vidya. Ashwasena's son, confident, went to Vidyadhar with Chandravega and other kings of Vidyadhars. His installation as overlord of Vidyadhars was held by the Vidyadhar kings, who had been reduced to the rank of footmen. He, whose magnificence was unequaled, held an 8-day festival there in the honor of Saraswati Pratima of Arihant, like the Sakra in the Nandishwar Dweep. One day, my father, Chandraveka, crash jewel of Vidyadhar, said to Sanat Kumar, one day in the past, I saw and questioned a certain Muni whose power was unequaled, an ocean of knowledge. And he said, the fourth Chakravarti Sanat Kumar will marry your 100 daughters, Bakulamati, and so on. Be gracious, marry my 100 daughters, for the request of the great and speech of the great Muni is not in vain. Your friend, requested thus by my father, married the 100 girls, myself and others. Your friend, surrounded by Vidyadhars, passed the time pleasantly, amusing himself sometime with the pleasant concerts, looking at paintings, and times doing water sports, at times gathering flowers in the rows of garden, and with other sports. Because of the sport, your friend have come here, and you met him here. As Bakulamati said this, Sanat Kumar came from the pleasure house like an elephant from a pool. Attended by Vidyadhars, he went to Mount Vaidhyadya with Mahendra Sina, like Indra to Sumeru. He passed the time endowed with a great magnificence. One day, Mahendra Sina said to Sanat Kumar, Master, my mind rejoices very greatly at this magnificence of yours. But your parents are very unhappy, grieved at the separation from you, recalling you constantly. Devoted to their son, I think your parents look at everyone resembling them with the thought that that is Sanat Kumar and that is Mahendra Sina. So be gracious and let us go to the city Hastinapur, give joy to your parents like the moon to the ocean. When when his friend had made this explanation, Sanat Kumar, a thunderbolt to the mountain of enemies, went eagerly to the city Hastinapur at once, together with his wives and friends, attended by hundreds of Vidyadhar kings, with armies, making the sky appear to have various suns of shining Vimans. His chatra, covered by some Vidyadhars, charmers waved by some, a palm leaf fanned by some, and staffed by some praising his virtues, some mounted on elephants and some horses, some in chariots and some on foot, going through the air. His parents were rejoiced as cloud rejoices people suffering from summer heat. King Aswasena, delighted at heart, established Sanat Kumar in his kingdom and Mahendra Sina as his general. The king accomplished his own purpose when he had taken Diksha in the presence of elders in the Chaturvid Sangh of Dharmanath Bhagwan. Installation as Chakravarti, the 14 great jewels, the Chakra, etc. of Sanat Kumar guarding the kingdom came into existence. Following the path of the Chakra, he conquered the 6 khans of Bharashetra and acquired Nidhis. After he had conquered Bharashetra, in 10,000 years, he entered Hastinapur on Gajratna by means of Avdignan. By Gajratna. By means of Avdignan, Sakrendra saw him, noble souled, as he entered Hastinapur and regarded him like himself, in person because of friendship. Because he was Indra of Saudhamindra in previous birth, he is my brother, and from that affection, Sakra instructed Kuber to install Sanat Kumar as Chakravarti. Sakra gave to a long necklace, a sasimala, an umbrella, 2 charmers, a crown, a pair of earrings, 2 garments of Devdushya, a lion throne, slippers, and a signing footstool to Kuber for Sanat Kumar. Quickly, Indra instructed others, Urvasi, Megha, Ramba, and Tumbaru, and Narad, in regard to his installation. Kuber Dev created a platform of jewels for a 1 yojan bhumi, which was like the slope of Mount Rohan. Above it, Kuber Dev made a divine pavilion, and the center he set a lion throne. At Kuber's command, water was brought from Shir Samudra by Devs and perfumes and garland by all the kings. After doing stuti of Sanat Kumar, Kuber seated him on the lion throne and gave him Sakra's presence. Other devtas stood at proper places. Then Devs installed him as Chakravarti with pure water, just like the installation of Rushabdev Bhagwan as a king. An auspicious song was made by Tumbaru and others. Musical instruments, drums, etc. were beaten by the Devs. Dancers, Ramba, Urvashi, etc. Dance at various plays were produced by Gandharvas. After the Devs had installed Sanat Kumar in this way, they provided him with divine garments, ointments, ornaments, and wreaths. Kuber, delighted had Sanat Kumar mounted on Gaj Ratna with fragrant saffron and entered Hastinapur. After filling Hastinapur with wealth like his own city, Kuber departed, dismissed by Chakravarti. His installation was also made by crown kings. Because of his coronation festival, the city Hastinapur was exempted from all fines and all taxes. The Chakri protected his people fittingly like a father and did not suppress them with any taxes. As there was no one equal to him in his power, so there was no one equal to him in his beauty in these three worlds. One day, Sakra, seated on his lion throne in Swadharma Devlok, a Dev Sangam came there from Ishan Kalp. Extinguishing the splendor of all the Devs by the brightness of his body, astonishing the Devs present in Swadharma Kalp by his beauty, beyond criticism, surpassing the beauty of all. When he had gone, the Devs asked Sakra, what is the reason for Sangam Dev's extraordinary splendor and unparalleled beauty? Sakra explained, in former birth, Sangam Dev performed the tap called Vardhan tap, and because of that, his beauty and brilliance resulted. Is there anyone else in these three worlds like him? Sakra said, there is no beauty anywhere else among the Devlok or man like that of King Sanat Kumar, the ornament of Kuru Vansh. The two Devs, Vijay and Vijayant, who did not believe this description of his beauty, descended on earth. In the form of Brahmins, they stood at the door of the king's palace near the doorkeeper for the purpose of inspecting Sanat Kumar's beauty. Sanat Kumar was just then beginning to take his bath. The two Brahmins at the door were announced by the doorkeeper, and Chakravarti had them enter in. When they saw Sanat Kumar, their minds were filled with astonishment. They shook their heads and reflected. The surface of his forehead surpasses the moon of the eighth night. The eyes extending to the tips of his ears overcome the beauty of the blue lotus. The lips excel the color of ripe bimba. The ears are superior to the mother of pearl. The neck is more beautiful than the Panchajanya Sank. The arms are like the shape of trunk of the king of the elephants. His waist resembles the loin of a young lion. What else? The beauty of his body is not within the range of the speech. He looks just as Indra described. Questioned by Sanat Kumar, why have you come here, the best of Brahmins? They replied, O tiger among men, your beauty is unparalleled in this world. After learning this from far, far away, we came here with overflowing curiosity, came to see ourselves. O king, your beauty is seen to be just as wonderful as we have heard. It described among the people. Sanat Kumar, his lips covered with a smile, said, how can you see my beauty in the body covered with ointments? Stay here and wait a moment until I finish my bath. Look again at my form, prepared with various embellishment, adorned with ornaments like gold with jewels. Then the king, after he had bathed and put fine garments and ornaments, presided over the assembly with great pride, like a sun over the sky. Then the two Brahmins were allowed to appear before the king and observed his beauty. Depressed, seeing the king, they thought, where have his beauty and splendor, his grace gone in a moment? Everything in this world is momentary. The king asked, you were delighted before you looked at me, and now why suddenly gloomy faced with sadness? Then they said, we are the Devs from Swadharma Devlok. In the assembly of Devs, Sakra described your beauty. We did not believe him and came here in the form of Manusya to see it. We saw your beauty at first, just as described by Sakra. Just now, O king, it has changed. Now the body has become completely overpressed by the diseases, which has told the whole beauty of your body. After they made this statement, they quickly departed. The king saw himself lusterless, like a tree consumed by frost. He thought, alas, this beauty is always the home of diseases. Foolish people are infatuated by it. This body is torn by manifold diseases, originated within, like a tree like a tree surrounded by cruel collections of tree worms. Even if it is pleasing at some extent outwardly, it's like the fruit of banyan filled with insects inside. Disease instantly spoils the body's wealth of beauty. The body relaxes, but not desire. Beauty goes, but the evil thoughts does not go. The old age appears, but not knowledge. Beauty, splendor, body, and property, everything in this sansar is as unsteady as a drop of water on the tip of the grass. Tap, only the essence of voluntary karma nijra, is the greatest fruit of the body which will perish today or tomorrow. The king in whom the feeling of disgust with this sansar had been produced by this reflection, wishing to adopt Diksha himself, established his son in the kingdom. He went to the garden and took Diksha. He, observing great Mahavrats, practicing the Uttar Guns, wandered from village to village. His whole kingdom followed him from the deep bond of affection. When they saw him, he was free from passions, indifferent, free from affection, free from possessions. For 6 months, they returned back gradually. One day, after he had fasted for 2 days, he entered a compound to break his fast and received millet, boiled rice, and buttermilk for breaking his fast. In the same way, after 2 days fast, his diseases increased. Virtuous minded, he endured 7 diseases, each constipation, fever, asthma, want of appetite, pain in the eyes for 700 years. Labdhi was acquired by him, enduring all the parishas hard to endure, indifferent to the relief. The 7 phlegm, vipras, perspiration, impurity, excretion, touch became remedies. Just at the same time, Sakra, astonished in his heart, said to the Devtas, after resigning the glory of Chakravarti, like a blazing bunch of straw, Sanat Kumar endures tough, hard to endure. For even though he has all the labdhis, have been acquired by the greatness of his tap, indifferent to the body, he does not cure his diseases. 2 Devs, Vijay and Vijayant, who did not believe his speech, went into the presence in the form of Vaidya. They said to the Sanat Kumar, Sir, do you suffer from diseases? We are Vaidya and we cure everything from our own remedies. If you, whose body is consumed by the diseases, consent, we shall remove at once all the aggravated diseases. Then Sanat Kumar said, People's diseases are twofold, bodily and antar. Krodh, Man, Maya, Lobh are the abhyantar diseases which produce endless pain and lead to durgati. If you are able to cure these diseases, then you can cure them. But if you are here to cure my bodily diseases, just look at this. Then he raised his finger, which was torn and was oozing pus. He put his finger in his mouth and finger became shining gold at once. The 2 Devtas fell on his feet and said, We are the same Devs who came formerly to inspect your beauty, have come now also. Indra described you, the blessed Sanat Kumar, even though he has Labdhi, performs tap, enduring the pain of diseases. That has been tested before our eyes. With this verse, the two Devtas bowed and departed. The age of 4th Chakravarti Sanat Kumar was 3 lakhs of years, half lakh as prince, the same as governor, 10,000 years in conquest, 90,000 years as Chakravarti, and a lakh as sadhu. When his life of 3 lakhs of years was completed, Sanat Kumar fasted to death, doing the Anshan Tap, with pure Subhadhyan of Panch Parmeshti, and he was born as a powerful Dev in the 3rd Devlok called Sanat Kumar. Okay? तो यहाँ पे सनत कुमार का जीवन चरित्र खत्म होता है. दूसरे क्लास में हम 16th तीर्थंकर शांतिनाथ भगवान का जीवन चरित्र स्टार्ट करेंगे. और शांतिनाथ भगवान का जीवन चरित्र अद्भुत है. उसमें 6 भव का वर्णन आएगा. शांतिनाथ कुमार का जीवन चरित्र हम ज्योग्राफी इस टाइम तो हम कवर नहीं कर पाए, पर हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम वापस विल टेक अप द ज्योग्राफी और हम सूर्य, चंद्र और उसके बाद नक्षत्र को हम उसका ज्योग्राफी हम कवर करेंगे. कोई भी क्वेश्चंस हो तो यू कैन आस्क.
जय जिनेन्द्र चितल भाई, दिस इज गौतम। आप
हाँ
क्लास फर्स्ट टाइम अटेंड कर रहे हैं।
हाँ
आज ज्योग्राफी का तो हुआ नहीं,
हाँ
बट
हाँ
मेरा
हाँ।
एक क्वेश्चन था कि जो आपने बताया सन जैसे
हम्म
अंदर के सर्कल से बाहर जाता है और बाहर के सर्कल से अंदर आते हैं,
हम्म
तो इसमें हमारा जो ये डे का जो लेंथ होता है
हम्म
कि गर्मियों में ज्यादा लंबा दिन होता
हम्म।
है, सर्दियों में कम होता है, ये उनकी स्पीड पे मैटर करता है कि ये जब मूवमेंट होता
नहीं, स्पीड पे मैटर नहीं करता है। वो जब दोनों सूर्य, राइट, वो मेरू पर्वत के सबसे पास में होता है, राइट, तो उस समय क्या होता है जब दोनों सूर्य सर्व अभ्यंतर मांडले में होता है तो भरत क्षेत्र से एकदम पास में होता है।
है?
तो जब वो सर्व अभ्यंतर मांडले में होता है तब वो जो दिन है वो 18 मुहूर्त का होता है और जो रात्रि है वो 12 मुहूर्त का होता है, राइट, क्योंकि वो भरत क्षेत्र से एकदम पास में है। पर जैसे जैसे वो भरत क्षेत्र से दूर जाता जाता है तो जो सूर्य और चंद्र है, वो जो सूर्य है बेसिकली वो दूर जाते जाता है, ऐसे ऐसे उसका दिन वो कम होते जाता है। और जैसे वो सर्व बाह्य मंडल में जाता है तो वो रिवर्स हो जाता है, जो दिन है वो 12 मुहूर्त का हो जाता है और रात्रि वो 18 मुहूर्त का हो जाता है। पर जस्ट द डिस्टेंस भरत क्षेत्र से कितना दूर है उस पे वो दिन और रात्रि का उसको वो फेयर पड़ता है। बेसिकली वो कैलकुलेशन इज द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम भरत क्षेत्र टू द सन।
तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि कल को डिस्टेंस बढ़ता है और स्पीड, क्योंकि आप कहते हैं कि सभी की सेम होती है, तो इस वजह से जल्दी।
नहीं, स्पीड तो बढ़ता जाता है ना। देखो, जैसे जैसे सूर्य, राइट, सर्व अभ्यंतर मांडल में होता है वो स्लोअर होता है, राइट, पर
हम्म।
जैसे जैसे वो बाहर के मांडले में जाता है उसका स्पीड
फास्टर।
इंक्रीज होते जाता है, राइट, क्योंकि इट्स
राइट।
कवरिंग द लार्जर सरकमफरेंस इन द सेम टाइम। देखो, एक मांडला पूर्ण करने में सूर्य को 60 मुहूर्त लगते हैं, राइट, वो सर्व
हम्म।
अभ्यंतर मांडले में हो या सर्व बाह्य मांडले में हो। जब वो सर्व बाह्य मांडले में होता है तो उसका सरकमफरेंस इज मच बिगर, पर उसको फिर भी
हम्म।
60 मुहूर्त ही लगते हैं, राइट। तो उसका मतलब है कि स्पीड गोज ऑन इंक्रीजिंग व्हेन इट गोज, दक्षिणायन में स्पीड गोज ऑन इंक्रीजिंग, उत्तरायण में स्पीड गोज ऑन डिक्रीजिंग।
गुड। थैंक
पर
तो
हम वापस वापस डिटेल में थोड़ा कवर करेंगे, अभी मेरा पावर पॉइंट पता नहीं क्या हुआ, पर आई फिक्स इट।
यू।
हाँ बोलो।
नहीं, ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम पूछ लेंगे। मतलब मुझे पूछना था कि तो फिर चंद्र क्या ऑपोजिट में होता है एग्जैक्टली, इसीलिए वो फिर दिन रात का होता है, क्योंकि आप बोले कि चंद्र जो है
हम्म।
उससे रात होता है।
नहीं 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 नहीं,
ओह।
चंद्र चंद्र और रात से कोई भी लेना देना नहीं है, राइट।
ओह।
यह सूर्य का प्रेजेंस वो दिन है और सूर्य का अभाव वो रात है, राइट। जैसे हमको दिन में भी चंद्र दिखता है ना, राइट,
ओके।
तो यह चंद्र से कोई भी लेना देना नहीं है, या तो वो एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन है। यह सूर्य सूर्य से ही दिन और रात्रि का लेना देना है। सूर्य का अभाव मतलब रात्रि और सूर्य का प्रेजेंस मतलब दिन। सिर्फ ओनली थिंग रात को चंद्र दिखता है। Yeah.
अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन था, इस
हाँ
टॉपिक से रिलेटेड नहीं जो
हाँ
आज आपने बताया।
हाँ।
जैसे हम नवकार मंत्र बोलते हैं, तो
हम्म
उसमें मैंने देखता हूँ जब हम जैन मंदिर जाते हैं अक्सर,
हम्म।
तो न से भी स्टार्ट होता है नमो, और एक णमो होता है।
राइट राइट।
तो इन दोनों में क्यों डिफरेंस है, दो क्यों है ये अलग अलग?
नहीं नहीं, बराबर है, ऐसे ओरिजिनली तो अण ही था, ओरिजिनली। पर अण ऐसा है ना कि वो, अभी देखो सभी लैंग्वेज में अण है नहीं, राइट, इवन इन इंग्लिश में, राइट। इंग्लिश में अगर जैसे अण लिखना हो तो कैसे लिख पाए, राइट। तो इसलिए वो लोग ने नमो कर दिया, पर एक्चुअली ओरिजिनल जो अपनी जो अर्धमागधी भाषा है उसमें अण अण का ही उल्लेख आता है। पर आई थिंक फिर वो सिंप्लीफाई हो गया काल के क्रम से, पर ओरिजिनल तो अण अण का ही प्रोनाउंसिएशन है हमारे में।
ओके,
या
थैंक
या प्राकृत में नमो नमो करके ही उसका उल्लेख आता है प्राकृत में।
यू। अच्छा। ओके, थैंक यू।
कोई और क्वेश्चंस? ठीक है, नहीं हो तो हम मंगलाचरण कर देते हैं, फिर नेक्स्ट टाइम हम वापस विल गो बैक टू अपना ज्योग्राफी। नमो ओरियंतानम, नमो सिद्धानम, नमो आयरियानम, नमो वज्जायानम, नमो लय सर्वसावनम, ऐसो पंच नमुकारो सह पापनाशनो मंगलांच सर्वसिम परमवि मंगलम। जिन आज्ञा विरुद्ध बुलावे तो मिच्छामि दुक्कडम। थैंक यू।
जय
थैंक यू
श्री।
चैतल भाई।
थैंक यू।